I don't see a cut, a bruise, swelling, redness. It's just Amber's face.
Johnny Depp is not new to controversy. He has been on the news for mostly the wrong reasons. But it looks like our dear Johnny has found a way to be on the good for a while, so we thought. Not until he and his longtime lover Amber Heard tied the knot in 2015. Things have not been the same with the lovers ever since, as stories of domestic abuse started making the news again. So will Heard throw Depp back into the bad book of abusive husbands? Or will Depp exonerate himself, showing the world who Amber Heard truly is? And what are the chances Heard may win this case? Follow me as we dissect the situation. The case of Johnny Depp, 58, and Amber Heard, 36, has gone on for a while now, and countless witnesses have emerged, giving their own side of the story. But it seems the odds are going against Heard, considering the progress of the defamation lawsuit. The end of this case will decide who will be liable for millions in damages. And mind you, the outcome of this case, whichever way it goes, will have a huge effect on their careers. All these and more lies in the hands of a Virginia jury. But as much as Amber Heard is trying to make everybody believe she is the victim,
it's embarrassing.
It seems like the table is turning, and it is turning really fast against her. There are currently 7 jurors overseeing the Fairfax trial, and the case had awoken the whole entertainment industry and media when she wrote in a 2018 Washington Post op-ed piece, calling herself a public figure representing domestic abuse. According to some sources close to Heard's legal team, in an interview, the jury is going to determine damages for both the claim and the counterclaim. At first, the case seemed to be going in her favour, considering the media rave that has gone on in Heard's favour. Meanwhile, experts in celebrity lawsuits are not certain that Heard will win the case, which was scheduled to hold on the 16th of May. Before we continue on, the likely witness or witnesses that tends to jeopardise Heard's chances of winning the case, let's take a peep at who will be testifying in the next court sitting. First is Elon Musk. Well, this is no surprise because industry rumours had it that the billionaire electric car maker and the new Twitter owner played a part in the couple's shaky matrimonial life. Rumour also had it that Heard found comfort in the arms of Musk when she and Depp were going through what entertainment reporters called a marriage crisis. However, on the 28th of April, sources familiar with the situation confirmed that Musk may not be taking a stand after all. Reasons are still unknown, but identified sources insisted that Heard and Musk had an affair between 2016 and 2018. During this time, Johnny Depp was said to have sued News Group Newspapers, the company that publishes The Sun, for libel in the UK over a headline calling him a wife-beater. And guess what? Musk came up in the ensuing court case. Another witness that will be showing up in the ensuing court case is Whitney Enriquez. Enriquez is Amber Heard's junior sister and has been listed as a potential witness on Heard's side. In 2020, Enriquez had submitted written testimony in Depp and the Sun case. She told the court that she felt sick when she learned of Depp and Heard's engagement. Enriquez was also reported to have begged her sister not to marry Depp, and the reason? She said, quote, Mr. Depp putting a ring on her finger was not going to stop him hitting her. Although Depp has denied the allegations of abuse by Enriquez, it seems like the outcome of the aftermath of that event followed him after all. The next witness on the list is Ellen Barkin. Barkin is an actress and Heard's friend. She is popular for her roles in Dinah, Drop Dead Gorgeous, and Loathing in Las Vegas. Barkin and Depp have worked together on projects like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and have been reported to have dated in the 90s. To tense up the situation, Reuters reported that during the UK trial stemming from a lawsuit filed by Johnny Depp against The Sun, lawyer Sasha Wass brought up a statement by Barkin in which she alleged Depp had once thrown a bottle of wine across a hotel room. Also in the report, Depp was said to be jealous and angry, which they claim was the cause of the event. So, with all these witnesses and more, it seems Amber Heard is quietly gathering an army of witnesses ahead of the next court sitting. Meanwhile, Heard has been informed of the likely chances of losing the case, considering the previous witnesses have testified against her so far. The interesting thing about most of these witnesses testifying against Heard is that they have no direct relationship with Depp, so it will be very hard to assume that the testimonies are made out of bias, unlike the case of Heard where almost all her testifiers are either past lovers, immediate family members, or friends. Anyway, let's take a look at the person that is likely to bust Heard's bubbles. Isaac Barak. Barak is an artist and a neighbour of Depp and Heard during their marriage. Barak had recalled his experiences with the pair. Barak also claimed that sometime in May 2016, Heard complained to him how Depp had thrown a phone at her, but after looking at her face, there were no injuries.
I say to Amber as I'm walking up, he hit you? And she goes, yeah, he threw a phone at me and hit me. And I'm looking, because I had just seen her I'm looking at a forehead. I'm looking at the side of her eye. I'm looking at a cheek. I'm looking at her chin. I'm looking at the other side of the face. I'm looking at the whole thing. And I don't see anything. I don't see a cut, a bruise, swelling, redness. It's just Amber's face.
Another testifier is Brandon Patterson, who has explained footage of Heard and her sister Whitney laughing and throwing a fake punch. Depp's lawyers have made a comical moment out of this situation, calling it feign abuse from Depp. By the way, Patterson is the general manager of the Eastern Columbia building. He had once appeared in court to confirm the accuracy of the approximately 80 CCTV cameras from the building. He doesn't have any relationship with either Depp or any member of his family. Another blow on Heard, I guess. Another new witness whose testimony might make Heard's legal team have a bad day is Sean Bett. Bett is Depp's security guard. Bett had testified that he had never seen the couple treat themselves violently or display any violent tendencies toward each other, but their relationship did reach the stage of constant arguing and bickering. Bett went ahead to share images of Depp's injuries taken in March and December 2015. The question now is, who inflicted those injuries? Heard? We shall see how Heard's legal team chooses to defend this in the next sitting. Next on the stand is Laurel Anderson. She is Depp and Heard's therapist in 2015 and has claimed that there was mutual abuse during the pair's marriage. Anderson testified that Depp tried to de-escalate the violence more than Heard, but that they both instigated physical confrontations. But from her story, it looks like Anderson believes Depp more than Heard. She also added that although Depp has had a history of violence in his previous relationships, she insisted that recent disagreements between the couple were triggered by Heard, whom she said started fights to keep him there rather than let him walk away to de-escalate the situation. Another is Michael Spindler. Mr. Spindler is a forensic accountant who in his previous testimony showed the court his calculations to prove the exact earnings Mr. Depp has lost as a result of Heard's actions. Spindler was quoted saying that he concluded that Mr. Depp suffered lost earnings of approximately $40 million. During his calculations, he also included the amount he ought to have earned in his role in Pirates of the Caribbean 6, its expected net earnings, and Depp's roles in non-franchise films. Now, can you even imagine Captain Sparrow without Johnny Depp? Well, let's leave that to the directors. These are not all that is. Other armies of witnesses have already fired their bazooka at Heard. Some of them are Kate James, Heard's former assistant, who had appeared in a pre-recorded deposition, Dr. David Kipper, who had testified that he had diagnosed Depp with several disorders, including ADHD, bipolar, insomnia, substance dependence, and chronic reflux. And Debbie Lloyd, a nurse who works with Dr. Kipper, claimed that Heard and Depp's relationship was toxic and claimed Heard would instigate arguments with Depp. The list goes on and on. Do you think the people we have mentioned are enough to put Heard into trouble? Wait till you see who's in the queue. Depp and his legal team seems to be pulling all the plugs. It doesn't look like they are leaving any stone unturned. So let's take a look at the names of testifiers who are likely to take a pound of flesh from Heard. Now to the newest testifiers. Although we are still skeptical about who will say what, you can hardly predict. But we can profile the list of newest witnesses whom we might believe lower the chances of Amber Heard winning the case. Please follow. Debbie Depp. Debbie is one of Johnny Depp's two sisters. The elder sister, Christy Dembrowski, took a stand during the last court sitting in to testify on behalf of Johnny Depp. So we are expecting Debbie to appear in court on May 16th to give her own side of the story. Do you guys think she will testify against the kid brother? Let's wait till the trial resumes, but this definitely won't go well with Heard. And by the way, did we mention that Debbie is on the list of Heard's list of prospective witnesses? Well, it might be more dramatic than we anticipated, judging from the fact that Debbie and Johnny are on good terms. Last but not least on the list of witnesses who are likely to destroy Amber Heard's last chance at victory is Paul Bettany. The actor appeared on the list of Johnny Depp's potential witnesses, but reports have it that he may likely not testify after all. Reason? Because Heard's legal team has subpoenaed him because of his previous conversation with Depp. But either way the judgment goes, we wish Heard and Depp the very best in their career.